Hey guys, let's talk about diffusers. I have mentioned so many times in my videos that I use diffusers to create soft shadows and those beautiful gradients on the product and also on the background. But I realized that I have never explained what those diffusers actually are. So if you're not familiar with this material, then this video will be all about diffusing light. When I started my photography career, I was shooting with speedlight flashes with umbrellas, and then after that I got a big new set of studio flashes with softboxes, and I always felt that I'm missing something, as I didn't get my images so good looking like I saw all over the internet. I think it was a few years when I discovered in one photography course about diffusing light, and of course, I had to get one myself, which at this moment was not even available in my country, so I had to look it up and order online. This was a real game changer. It took my work all on another level. So, what is diffuser? It is basically semi-transparent white material that is placed between the light and the product, and therefore you will get those beautiful gradients and soft shadows on your images as the sharp harsh light will be softened and diffused. So you can use pretty much any material that is white and semi-transparent. For example, in addition to those specific photography diffusers that I use in my studio, you could use white plexiglass like I've done in my previous videos, or those 5-in-1 reflector sets where in the middle you will find the semi-transparent white material, or you could even use just plain white fabric. And why not to go crazy? Just use, for example, shower curtain that you can buy from any random hardware store. But depending on the situation, every material is acting a little bit differently. And in today's video, I will show you what kind of results you can get with each diffuser. So starting with our professional diffusing filter, there is actually a huge selection of different diffusion filters. I'm using, for example, Lee 216 in my studio. This is white diffusion filter. It comes in a roll and you will get several meters. You can just cut out smaller, larger pieces, and you can create your own custom frames to attach the material, so it would be more convenient to move them around in the studio. So right here now I have my basic setup, only one light, just a simple setup, and to get the most out of this kind of a test that we are having right now, then I'm using dark glossy surface for the table, and then let's use those sunglasses again. And this time I will place these glasses so that they are lying on the table and I get the most out of those reflections on the glasses. So let's see, let's put it in place. And of course I have my camera connected to the computer just to see everything from the big screen. This time I will just turn on also the live views so you could see here what's going on. And the first shot, I think we could play around a little bit. As you can see from this image, the diffuser material is not covering the whole image, the whole area, and therefore I think I need to just move that a little bit to get the reflection on the glasses everywhere and also on the background. So for that I will just move this diffuser here, I think like that. Let's take a shot, and this is looking really nice and beautiful, and you have smooth gradient on the glasses. Now, there's one thing to bear in mind when you are using those glossy surfaces and glossy products. If you are shooting a surface like this, you need to pay attention that it will start acting like a mirror, and it will pick up every single detail from the room, or in this case from this diffusion material. So this diffusion material needs to be clean without scratches or any holes, otherwise it will be visible on this image. For example, my diffusers are pretty old and they've seen like better days, But if I try to find one spot that is a bit scratched, for example, or a little bit damaged, let me see if I can find one. I think this is here. Let's try this one. Yes. From that image here, you can see on the left side here there's like a dark area, or it looks like it's dirty. That's on the diffusion material. So it will pick up everything that's on the diffuser and reflects on the table or on the product. So this is important to keep them in good condition and without any major damages. Of course, you can remove those small scratches and defects in post, but it's always easier to get it all done in camera. This is our professional diffusion material, which can be used so that you will have beautiful soft gradient on the glasses, on the table, and it's ready to go image. But now let's take another one. For example, now we can use white plexiglass, which I've done also in my previous videos. I will use this white acrylic plexiglass as our diffusion material, and let's see what are the results with that one. So let's take this main diffuser on the side. I can already tell you that the image will look a bit rough because my plexiglass is not purely clean. But for testing purpose, I think we can manage. So let's see if we place it somewhere in here, and let's go all over the product. No, it's too small. I can't cover it fully, but at least I can cover most of the glasses. So as you can see from this image, as this material is thicker, it will take down some of the power that is coming from the light. So in this case, we would need to turn up the power for the light, and we get a nice clean results. And with those plexiglass pieces, what I like about those most is that it has this sharp edge, and as you can see also on this image here, then you are able to create sharp reflections with those pieces. So in some situation with some products, it is important to have those sharper lines visible, because then it looks like really high glossy surface. And in some cases for the glasses, like on the previous image, we had this gradient. For some products, it might create the illusion that this product is matte because there is no sharp reflections like with this one. So this is a good thing to use with all sorts of glossy products. And let's see if we can just turn up the power a little bit more, and let's see if we are able to create some gradient also with that, because on those images right now I see that there's no gradient, proper gradient, it's just even light, even soft light. So let's try it out. Let's take that a bit closer. Let's see what happens if I go here. Can I have better gradient than it was before? Let's try. Well, I think it works because it has higher highlights on the top right corner and it gets darker on the bottom left. I think it works. So we just need a bigger piece to cover the whole composition. It's good to go, and let's take another diffusion material just to see what happens with those. For the next one, I would like to use this 5-in-1 reflector set, which is like black, silver, white, gold. But if you take that one off, then you will have this nice round diffusion material, which is fabric, some kind of a nylon or something. And this can be also used to create those gradients or just beautiful soft light. And let's give it a try. So now we need to move that one back again, just slightly. And you can already see from the live view that something weird is happening. So what happened here? With those professional diffusion materials, it's easy just to get the professional look every time in pretty much every condition that you can shoot matte products, glossy products, and you can use whatever light, and you always get the same results. But with this one, this is a fabric, and fabric has fiber in it. And this fiber is running here like horizontally and vertically, and then when the light hits the fiber, it will start to reflect and it starts to create those star-shaped artifacts on the reflections. So it means that on all these images that we are trying to shoot here with the glossy table, glossy product, it will have those weird artifacts visible. It's not always there because it depends on the position, and for example, if we look at the table, then it's not bad at all. The table is looking really nice, even light, even gradient, but the glasses are catching those artifacts that will be created by the material on this diffuser. So it's just to bear in mind that if you need to shoot glass or metal, glossy metal, then it's better to use those professional diffusion filters rather than this one, because it will create some artifacts in some situations. So let's move on. Let's take another one, and our last one is just plain white fabric. And let's see what happens with this one. Let's turn the live view on, and let's just hold it in here, and let's try to take the image. I can't really cover everything, or can I? But it's good for the test. This fabric is not that thick, it's rather thin, and you can see it already from the image that the light is shining through a bit too strongly, and you can see even the shape of the light on the glasses. And of course, as it's wrinkly material, then it means it will be visible pretty much everywhere, because the surface and the glasses are acting like a mirror, and they will pick up everything that is used to diffuse the light. And in this case, we see all the wrinkles in here on the table, on the glasses, and it doesn't look that good. But if you are using matte table, matte products, this is the easiest way to go to get those beautiful soft shadows on your images. So all in all, we were able to go through 4 different materials, and they all reacted very differently depending on the product. You can use all of them with matte surfaces, but just few of those with glossy surfaces. So take your time and test these materials yourself, and let me know how it works out for you. If you have any questions, then just let me know in the comments. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.